Pseudocode Translations. Let's get a wee peek at this. Set face mask orders to 0, set filters order to 0, set total order to 0. Receive face mask order from integer keyboard, receive filters order from integer keyboard, and receive total order from integer keyboard. The order program will not allow the user to order less than 120 masks in any one order. The filters ordered must be a third of the number of face masks ordered. The program will not allow an order of over 360 masks. What is the minimum total order? What's the maximum? Pause the video, write your answer. Well, the minimum is going to be 120, so that means if the filters will be 40, that's 160. The maximum number of masks is 360, so that means a third of that. If our filters is 120, so that's 480. So here we are, we've looked at this weightlifter development mobile app. The app allows the weightlifter to track their weight in kilograms. Here's the pseudocode. Put in your new weight. Take the new weight in for your keyboard. If the new weight's heavier than the greatest previous weight, send your gain weight to display. End if set previous weight to new weight. Notice that the previous weight counter, that means that it's in an array. So it's got an array of weights, which would be a real array. Explain the code. The code asks the user to type in their weight and inputs the weight. Then compares the new weight to the previous weight. If the new weight is heavier, the program informs the user of gain weight. The variable previous weight takes the value of the new weight for future comparisons. So the next time the program runs and they enter a weight, the weight will have been updated. Program. Calculate the cost of feeding chickens for a month. Chickens eat 5 kilograms each month. Incomplete design is shown. Explain what it does in details. Pause the video and write out your explanation. Well, I wrote that the code prompts users to enter the number of chickens they have and cost of grain. The program then inputs the number of chickens and the cost of grain. The user is then asked to verify if the grain is full price. If it is full price, the program works out the price. If it's not full price, then the program works out the price based on the price of grain being 0.8 per kilo. The program then outputs the cost, among other details. Mask game designed for primary to test number ordering. In the game, the pupil is asked to enter two integer numbers. A third integer number is then randomly generated, shown to the pupil. The pupil must say if the number is lower than the two integer numbers, higher than the two integer numbers, or in the middle of them by entering an L, an H, or an M. Explain what the code does. Pause the video, write your answer. Well, I said that the program takes in two numbers and generates a random number. The random number displayed and the user guesses. It's important to guess if the number is lower than, higher, or in between the two numbers inputted. If the user guessed correctly, a point is added to their score. Explain in detail what this code does here and which standard algorithm is being used in the code. Pause the video, write your answer. Oh, okay, that's a pity. The program uses a standard input algorithm. It prompts the user to enter a number between 200 and 300. The program loops until the user, inputs a number within the correct range, i.e. a number between 200 and 300. And this, of course, is a standard input algorithm. Here's our code. The lines highlighted basically do the same thing. Rewrite the block of code using iteration that will do the same task, but as a more code efficient, i.e. doesn't take up 6 lines. Pause the video, write your answer. So, it repeatedly asks you to put in a score. We know how many times it's going to repeat because there's 3 scores, so we're going to use a for loop, a fixed loop, and conditional loop. For counting is 1 to 3 because there's 3 games. Then please enter the score for game and counter. It's important that we put counter there because what that means is that please enter the score for game 1. Then when it loops and counter becomes 2, it'll be game 2. And when it loops again, it'll be 3. We then set total to total plus score. Then next. Then after that, in line 11, set average to total divided by 3. But we're not asked to put that in, I just thought I'd tell you that. So this is a fixed unconditional loop, and it uses it's a running total in a loop. That's the algorithm. We've got a running total, set total to total plus score. There's a running total in a loop, and in this instance, it's a fixed loop. Here's your pseudocode. Read it through correctly and explain in detail what the code does. Type in your answer, and then we'll have a look at my answer. Pause the video. Okay, I'll talk it through anyway. The program prompts user to enter the number of slabs, and then the slabs wide, and then the number deep, because we're going to work at the area by the number of wide by the number deep. And then as you enter the cost per slab in line 5. At line 6 you take in the cost. Line 7 we work at the area, which is the number of slabs, so we do the number wide times the number deep. In line 8 we set the total cost to the number of slabs times the slab cost. And in line 9 we set the total number of slabs plus the number of slabs to display. We display the total number of slabs. It hasn't displayed the total cost, but it's worked it out. So the slab provider can only set a volume of slabs between 1 and 50. Complete the table below to show 4 examples of test data and the type for each example. So there we've got our table. There's 2 missing. You have to fill in whether they're normal, extreme or exceptional. Pause the video, write your answer. The 6 by 5 is normal because that gives you a number of 35, which is in the normal range for the program. 7 by 7 is extreme because that gives you 7 times 7 equals 49, and here are 49 slabs, and the range is 1 to 50. So that's at the very end of the, or almost the extreme end of the range. So that's extreme, 7 sevens, 49.